Welcome back. As always, we would like to remind you that this is a cable access TV show. That means we don't get Nielsen ratings. So the only way we know you're watching is if you tell us you're watching. So when you get a chance, please visit Freedom Rocs, that's Freedom ROCS, .cybermansoftware.com, and let us know how much you like our show. Next up is the debate on taxation. Enjoy.
I just got my property tax bill. It went up a lot since last year. Taxes are too damn high.
Good. Your taxes should go up.
Why on earth should my taxes go up?
Because you make too much money. Don't you know there are people on welfare who can't afford food and stuff?
I give to charity. Every week I give a percentage of my paycheck to a local food cupboard.
That's not good enough. You work here and make a profit. You're a greedy, capitalist profiteer.
And why isn't donating to a food cupboard good enough?
Because the food cupboard only provides food and only to local people. The government is there to provide everything to everybody.
Perhaps in your liberal, socialist land of make-believe, but not here in the land of the free. That spits in the face of the American way of life.
You are a typical, greedy, capitalist pig. Always gimme more money.
You can rest assured that I am anything but greedy. I work here and get compensated fairly for my time and effort. Then I choose who to help through my charitable contributions. That is the American way.
But people without jobs need more than just food. The food cupboard doesn't cover their cars, video games, HD TVs. When the government spreads the wealth around, everybody benefits.
Really? Is that the best you can do? Paraphrasing Barack Obama's remark to Joe the plumber?
How dare you mock my Lord and Savior Barack Obama? He is going to save this country by making sure nobody is allowed to profit more than anybody else.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you get a paycheck here as well?
Yes. Every week I budget how much money I absolutely need that week and write a check for the rest of my earnings to the U.S. Treasury. You need to pay your debt to society as well.
And why exactly should the government decide how to allocate resources?
You said it yourself. You give to a food cupboard that only distributes food and only to local people. Why should you be the only one to decide how money for the needy is spent?
Because it's my money. Besides, the food.
There you go again. My money, my money, my money.
As I was saying before I was interrupted, the food cupboard was only one example. I also give to a homeless shelter, an organization that gives toys to poor children, as well as a second-hand clothing store.
You think poor people should be relegated to second-hand clothing?
No, I purchase a few clothing items every month specifically to donate them. But even clothes that actually are second-hand are better than nothing.
That's not good enough. We both make too much money. The government needs to take it away and give it to people in need.
If the government took our money away, then we would all be needy.
Exactly. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need.
Now you're quoting Karl Marx, huh?
No, I'm not a Marxist.
Then why do you use Marxist slogans?
It's not a Marxist slogan. It's a liberal slogan.
Liberalism, aka Marxism, has been tried before. It was tried in Germany and 6 million people died. It was tried in the Soviet Union where 20 million people starved to death with tons of food in government storage. It was tried in China where 65 million people starved with tons of food in Mao's government storage.
But wait. Just because it didn't work somewhere else doesn't mean it won't work here.
Sure it does. The desire to advance one's social status is an evolved human trait. That means the ability to profit is a driving force in our lives. That is what gives us the incentive to do a good job at whatever we do.
I forgot you're a teabagger.
I warned you that comments like that bordered on sexual harassment last time we spoke. I am a libertarian. We recognize that people who earn money own that money and have the exclusive right to decide how it is spent or given away, to whom, and for what purpose. We give money to the needy because it's a good thing to do, not because the government spreads the wealth around.
You just want to starve widows and orphans so you can profit without helping the government provide them with everything they need.
Did you happen to notice that the first charity I mentioned is a food cupboard?
You want old people dying naked in the streets because you don't want to pay for their Social Security.
Don't you remember criticizing me for giving to a second-hand clothing store?
You want sick people to die because you don't want to pay for their health care.
My financial resources are limited. I can't afford to give to every worthy cause, but Jack in the cubicle next to mine is also a libertarian and he regularly donates to Community Memorial. I remind you that Community Memorial is in a neighborhood where you are scared to go.
I don't want to get robbed or murdered.
When I dare to brave the neighborhood Friday to go there and read bedtime stories to children in the pediatric ward, I will be sure to tell them how grateful they should be that you pay your taxes. Seriously, I think all that gel in your hair is soaking into your brain and shutting down your synapses.
You're a profiteer.
What exactly have you done to help the needy, besides mail a tax check from behind your white picket fence?
You're a capitalist.
What? No snappy comeback.
You're greedy.
We'll be right back after this message.
As you may have noticed, you can watch Freedom Rocs for free on RCTV or on YouTube, but it takes money to produce good quality TV shows. You can support Freedom Rocs by shopping at our Cafe Press shop. There you can find t-shirts for men and women, tote and gym bags, coffee mugs, beer steins, food and beverage thermoses, and a bunch of other items Cafe Press offers. You can find our shop at cafepress.com/freedomrocs, all lowercase and no apostrophe.